Today I'm going to show you how to draw a scarecrow. Like the one from the book, there was a little old lady who wasn't afraid of anything. You'll need a piece of paper. I like just plain white, but you could use anything. I have a lid from a Cool Whip container to trace for my circle. I'm going to be drawing today with a black marker, but you could use anything you wanted. I just like black marker. And you're going to need some crayons to color it when we're all done. Happy creating! So here is my finished scarecrow. I made a pumpkin head scarecrow, just like in the story, but I wanted you to be aware that you could make your scarecrow a lot different. You could make a jack-o'-lantern head scarecrow. Does not have a top hat, just has a different kind of hat. Here is a squiggly mouth scarecrow with rosy cheeks and a button nose. This one does not have a hat at all, but she has a bow. This scarecrow, he just looks kind of distraught. Maybe the crows are scaring him. So you don't have to do a jack-o'-lantern one. I just wanted to do that because that's what we saw in the book. But you will notice that I did go ahead and change my colors. It is not exactly like what we saw. Be sure that you're doing what you want to be creative and making your scarecrow your own. Okay, artists. So your first step today is going to be to trace whatever it was you found that fits on your paper to make your circle. You're gonna want it to be pretty big. We're only gonna be drawing the head of our scarecrow today, so I like to make mine pretty much fill the page. Not quite, I have a little space over here and over here, but I'm just gonna place it towards the bottom of my paper so I have room for a head. And when you trace, you don't wanna trace the very top. You wanna trace from there, and see, this is gonna leave room to put my scarecrow's hat, so that's why I traced just part of my circle. So after I have my partial circle traced, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna draw that scarecrow's top hat. In the book, the scarecrow was wearing a top hat, but sometimes scarecrows wear other hats, like cowboy hats or straw hats. Whatever it is you want is fine with me. So I drew the bill of my top hat, and I kind of want my top hat to be a little bit crooked. Scarecrows often are outside in the hard weather, so maybe my hat got a little bit curved from the wind. So I've drawn my hat, and now I'm thinking that it needs a ribbon and a patch, like it's an old hat that's been patched with a piece of fabric that's sewn on. You can see that I've got my fabric piece, and here are my stitches. So the scarecrow in the book was made with a pumpkin head, and that is totally acceptable. That's kind of awesome. But sometimes scarecrows are just made out of burlap feed sacks. So if you would rather not have a pumpkin head, if you would rather just have a plain looking head, that would be fine too. I am gonna make mine a jack-o'-lantern head, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with 2 triangle shaped eyes and a diamond shaped nose. These could be any shapes you want. It doesn't matter because jack-o'-lanterns are all kinds of different shapes. So I've got my jack-o'-lantern face drawn. Now I'm gonna make really, really light lines that look like the grooves of my pumpkin. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give my scarecrow his arms. They're gonna be going off the page, and I think I want another patch. Then I want to make sure that my scarecrow looks like they gave him some hair. It'd be kind of sad if he didn't have any, so. Whenever you're done drawing your scarecrow the way that you like it, you just need to go ahead and get your crayons or markers or whatever it is that you have to draw with and start coloring.